Hello, we're back. This is episode number 3 up here at the old mill camp. Quite an interesting couple nights that we had. The cool thing is that I talked to the owner, the ghost box, the other night. We heard the name Tom, and come to find out, Tom was actually a real person that used to log up here. He's actually a homeless guy that the grandma and grandpa took in to live with them for a while. And the cool thing is that we just found out that there's a cemetery up here. It's a private cemetery, and Tom's actually buried in a cemetery. We're going to try to go out tomorrow to shoot some footage of the cemetery and of Tom's grave. We've been setting up. While my camera guy's setting up, I was actually playing with the ghost box, asking questions. Asked Tom was here, and he said yes. Tom also, I asked him, I go, do you want to be my friend? And Tom told me yes. We was trying to get a hold of the female that we had on the ghost box, but we couldn't get a hold of her. But with, I want to show you guys what it looks like out here. I'm gonna have my camera guy go shut off the night vision light and stuff, so we could just show you how dark it actually is where we're at. And just note that's an airplane flying over top of us. But whenever he shuts off the light over here, the night light, okay, now you guys can actually see what we're seeing. Pitch black. We're pitch black in a forest. You know, once again, we do want to warn you, we are in a forest where there are bears and cougars. But yeah, so what you're seeing right now is how we're looking. Here's what it looks like with my flashlight on. So you can actually see the difference from our night vision to actually just our flashlights. If we hear noise, this is what you're looking at. Once again, we do got motion sensors set up on the road above us and also down below us. Beautiful night tonight. It's clear. 65 out. Stars are out. Should be a really interesting night tonight again. This place has been awesome for our last couple investigations up here. But I'll go ahead and have my camera guy turn the night vision back on so you can see me. All right. So like I said, we did, I went and talked to the owner of this place again and thanked him for letting us come up here to do our shoots and stuff. We do have one more night left up here of the 4th place, but we actually come back to our second shoot, which is where the old loggers mining shacks were, because of the ghost box session we got where we got Tom's name. And we didn't know at the time, but from where this is right where we're at shooting again tonight, the cemetery is only like 200 feet from here where Tom's buried. So we thought we'll do another episode here to try some more different kind of ghost equipment and all that stuff. Sorry, I thought I heard walking behind me. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna investigate here again tonight. It's only the 2 of us. It's me and my camera guy, Ryan, which is my other investigator. So yeah, we got walking behind me again. It sounds just like somebody in cork boots walking down this road that's the metal's hitting the rocks again. Because I hear the clanking and you hear them stepping, rocks crunching. We haven't heard any of the stick breaking yet, so hopefully we get some more of that. The EVPs that we did, we didn't catch any voices, but we did get all the branches breaking and all that good stuff. Yeah, if that's you walking down the road, can you walk past our motion sensor and set that buzzer off for us? All you gotta do is walk in front of it, it's not gonna hurt you. Just go ahead and walk in between it, and it'll break the beam and sound off our chimes. Okay, that was weird that we're hearing them again. But yeah, we're gonna try some different kind of equipment out here tonight. We're gonna do an EVP session, try to get some kind of voice on it. I don't know if Ryan's actually hearing this stuff behind me. That's why I keep pausing, because I keep hearing sounds like walking coming down towards me, but it won't go in front of the chimes. So yeah, we're gonna get this night rolling off. The cool thing about tonight is that it's already like 1 o'clock in the morning, so we come up really late, because there's a thing called the witching hour, which is between 2:30 and 3 o'clock in the morning. So we want to be up here for the witching hour to see if we get more stuff, more noises, more stuff happening up here. And it's even more cooler since we found out about the cemetery from the owner that's told us about it up here. So we're hoping that if they're out here with us, that they'll come up and hang out with us for a while. Let's get to know them and stuff, and what they did, and what life was like back in the 1860s, early 1900s. What was life like up here? That's kind of stuff I want to know. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and take a break and get some of our equipment out here so we can start communicating with people. So I'll be right back. All right, we're back. So we're gonna do a little something different tonight. Something I like doing, but my fellow investigator Ryan, he kind of doesn't care for it, but I think it's kind of fun. Tonight I'm actually using the Ouija board out here. So my board has been opened. I opened it off camera. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start this session of our investigation. This should be fun. All right, if there's anybody out here who wants to speak to us, I do have my board set up. For my yes answers, you gotta communicate through the K2, which is the gray device. For my no answers, you gotta communicate through my REM pod. Come up, touch it, light it up. And to actually speak to us, come up through the ghost box. All right, just once again, just to refresh you, Ouija boards isn't a game. It's a definite no-no, but we do have clients that asked us to bring it into their homes to actually try to close a board that they threw out or something. But as a demonologist, I like using it. It's fun for me because I can communicate with different things. And once again, I just like to tell the spirits that are here with us that we do have our motion sensor set up. If you walk down this way, walk through the beam, break it so we can hear the chimes go off. All right, so let's get this rolling. Is there anybody here with us? If so, give me the yes answer. Can you come and tell us your name? Do you like us being here? Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and let my camera guy roll on this for a minute. I forgot my EVP recorder back at the truck, so I'm gonna go get my EVP recorder because I usually like EVPing whenever I'm doing this kind of stuff. So I'll be right back. Ryan, if you can just go ahead and film the board, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. This is EVP session number 1 for night number 3. I'm gonna go ahead and set my EVP recorder on my board. Once again, I'd just like to say if there's anybody here, for your yes answers, use the K2. No answers, use the REM pod. To speak to us, use the ghost box, or come in and speak inside the recorder. Is there anybody here with us? If so, give me a yes answer. And once again, we like to introduce ourselves, so I'll go ahead and introduce myself to my board. And if there's a spirit that wants to work through the board, they'll know who I am, and maybe we can get to know who they are. My name's Donnie. Can you tell me yours? I give you permission to use my board to speak to us and communicate with us. So feel free to come to the board. I'll go ahead and open my board up right now to you. Are you here? Did you live here? Did you work here? Do you like us being here? Do you have anything to say to us? You don't have to be camera shy. If you want to communicate with us, you can. Can you tell us your name? Alright, we're gonna switch frequencies on the ghost box. Is there anybody here with us? If so, come speak to us through the ghost box. Can you tell us your name? Hello? If you're male, can you come and light up the yes answer? If you're not male, light up the no answer. Does anybody want to speak to us? Were you a logger? Is my friend still here with me? Can you tell us where you're at? Are you female? Are you friendly? Okay, since we ain't getting any responses on the Ghost Box K2 or the REM pod, it doesn't mean that we ain't getting responses on the digital recorder. So for that, we'll have to go back and listen to it to see if we actually got answers. The reason we picked this log is because I did temperature reading of it, and all the ways down the log to this point was a 68 degrees. The place where I placed my board actually was reading 72. So it was like somebody was sitting here to warm up the one spot on this whole big log. That's why I set the board up here, because we wanted to actually see whatever was sitting here would communicate to us. But for now, we'll go ahead and shut everything off. I'll close my board, and we'll set up with some other equipment to see if we can catch something somewhere else. All I gotta say is for me, it's really cool to be out here to actually use my board and use my equipment to try to communicate with whatever's out here. Like I said, I love being outdoors more than I do indoor locations, especially with no electricity or anything interfering with none of our stuff, you know. So if it does work, there ain't no power lines overhead, there ain't nothing out here. But it's just one of the gambles we take whenever we do paranormal investigations, is like, are we gonna catch something or aren't we gonna catch something? But even if we don't catch nothing, it's still a rush for me to actually be out here doing this kind of stuff. And I know Ryan likes doing it, but Ryan's busy running the camera tonight to follow me around, because I kind of got bored with the tripod thing and wanted to try something different. So I told him, hey, grab your camera and just start following me. If I decide to have you come out and investigate, then we'll set the tripod up so you can come out and do some stuff with us. But as for now, we'll go ahead and shut everything off. I'm gonna close my board, and like I said, give me a couple minutes and we'll be back to do some other kind of stuff out here. All right, we're back. I think we're gonna go a little bit old school right now. Nothing running, just the camera that's filming this. We're gonna sit back, do an old-fashioned EVP session on our digital recorder, ask some questions, see if someone will come up and talk to me. This is EVP session number 2, night number 3. My name is Donnie. Is there anybody out here that has anything to say? If so, come up and speak into the recorder. Can you tell us your name? Are you male or female? All right, I got that on. There was just a loud bang. That's kind of cool. If that was you, could you do it again? don't forget we got a motion sensor set up around us. Just walk through the beam and it will set off the chime. Note me walking on gravel. I hope you guys heard that loud bang against the tree or something falling. Let me turn off flashlight. Did you live up here? Did you work up here? How old are you? Alright, I appreciate your time. Hopefully you gave me some answers. I'm gonna go ahead and stop this EVP session. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab some more equipment. Alright, so what I decided to do here is we're gonna do another EVP session, but we're gonna cut off the night vision light. We're gonna go pitch dark. We're gonna see if we can pick up another crash or talking, walking. Remember, I got the motion sensor behind us up. If you're walking down the road, just walk past the beam and set it off. If you're walking up the road, hit that motion sensor to cut the beam and send out a chime to us. You ain't gonna scare me, so it's not like I'm gonna poop a Twinkie or something. But anyways, let's get this EVP rolling. Hello, my name's Donnie. We're here in a pitch dark. If you're here with us, come and talk into the recorder loud and clear so we can hear you. Make some kind of noise. Set off one of the chimes for us. Can you tell me how many's out here with us? Can you tell me your name again? Every once in a while I'll turn on my flashlight just to do a perimeter check, make sure there ain't no animals or nothing, because we are out in the middle of the forest. Do you like it out here? Did you live in Oregon your whole life? Remember, you can walk past one of our sensors and make the ding dong thing go off, or some kind of loud noise. Cameraman in the background walking. Can you knock on the wood loud enough that I can pick it up? There's just some kind of a knock over be the right of me, or left of me, sorry. If that was you, can do it louder. Hello? kind of cool with the lights out. I mean, being out in the middle of the forest, this is like what horror movies are made out of. And all of a sudden we hear like dueling banjos or something start going off. Kind of like, do you want to play a game? How about the repeating game? I make a noise and you repeat it. If you don't like the noise, make a crashing sound. Waiting on you, friends. Flashlight turn on again. Do a perimeter check. Make sure there ain't no black bears. Make sure there ain't no cougars, no elk. Alright, so we decided to come out today to give you a day shot of the area that we're investigating up at the 1860s, early 1900s mill camp. This is the site last night where all the noises and screaming took place that we picked up on the EVP machine, and also it was caught on camera. But this road is the main road up to the main logging camp city place. Where the logs are over here is where a couple cabins, logger cabins were. Down below you can actually see how brushy and stuff it is. So down on this grassy knoll down here is where 4 cabins used to stand, where loggers actually slept when they weren't working and stuff, had their parties, barbecues and everything. Now we're to the right of us, in between all these trees, there stood more logger cabins. You can just see how dense the forest is here. This is the kind of stuff I like investigating in. Then today we got my little ghost hunting dog in training. We're training him to scent stuff. So far he's been pretty good at it. His hair will stand up and he'll sit there and start pointing and barking during nighttime. So whenever that goes off, we actually go over and see what he's we try to pick up on what he's seeing. But now we'll walk over to the site where a bunch of the breaking and crashing of branches on the ground and people walking that we've been hearing. So right now we're at the Y. The road actually going up is the road into the old downtown mill site of where the city, the bank, post office stuff used to be. The road here heading out, well, it kind of goes up but turns and then all of a sudden takes off to the east, is where they actually were doing logging back in like 1920s, 1930s. They actually logged back up in here. And this is like the main road where we heard the walking. But back over here is where we get a lot of the branches breaking. And the spot where whatever you want to call it, when I was playing a repeat game with it, it actually repeated what I did, was taking place back in these trees, which tonight, for an investigation, we're actually going to be back in these trees to see if we can't do a repeat game with it again to make it repeat what I said. Like Ryan was saying, just the beauty up here, if you guys can only see it at night to see what we're seeing. So that's why we want to do a day shot for you so you can actually see the area that we're working in. Just a note, it's a nice day today. It is getting warm. It's already about 89 out here. So tonight should be a actual beautiful night for an investigation. Probably get down in like the higher 60s. But it's like anywhere you walk out here, you got your down logs, from recently cut logs to older logs that's been here for a while. And during the daytime, you can actually see why we give a warning that we're out in the middle of a forest and we got to deal with the black bears, cougars, and other kind of predators, animals out in this area. But like last night's investigation with like what appeared to be like a tree falling or a gate getting slammed shut, and from the repeat game was a very interesting night out here. And during that EVP session, you can see that I was doing that in pitch dark with no kind of lighting except for the flashlight that I was using to do a perimeter check. But like paranormal investigation is actually fun. It gets addicting. I mean, once you start, just like you want more and more and more, you can't stop. Which for us, you know, we're looking for the paranormal. We're in it for the learning factor and also the thrill of doing it. I mean, it's a rush when you're standing out here in pitch dark and all of a sudden you're getting some kind of screaming coming from behind you with no lights on. It's kind of a awesome adrenaline rush for that. But yeah, anyways, I just want to let TV viewers see what we're working with during daylight. Can't wait for tonight's investigation. It should be hella fun. I mean, even for the camera guy Ryan last night enjoyed it, especially whenever the screaming took place. And we're still trying to figure out what that crash was, if it was an actual older tree that fell last night, that we just happened to get lucky and catch that. But we walked around earlier and we found one metal gate, but the weird thing is the metal gate opens uphill. So there ain't no way that gate's gonna slam uphill. And there's no post down next to it that can slam. If it opened up, it goes back and it stops by itself. There ain't no trees blocking the gate, so there ain't nothing that the gate can actually hit against. So that noise is actually up in the air right now. We're still trying to figure it out, what it was and why it just happened to do it at that time. The scream was another interesting one that we're gonna go down in the trees trying to investigate where the scream came from, see if we can't get it to do it again. So we'll be trying the repeat game on that again. And we'll have a few other interesting surprise stuff coming up for tonight's investigation that the camera guy doesn't know about, because I like surprising him, because he thinks I'm weird anyway. So I'll just make it even more interesting tonight during the investigation. But as for now, I guess we'll go ahead and end this episode and we'll get set up ready for tonight's investigation. We gotta go walk the forest to make sure there ain't no friggin' holes out there we're gonna fall into. Make sure there ain't no tripping objects that are gonna trip us. So we'll do like a perimeter sweep of where we're investigating at down in the forest tonight. And we got another little area right where there used to be a couple more cabins that we're gonna go set the camera up at and do some EVPs. Might even bust out the Ouija board again, set it on the ground, try that tonight with some different equipment on that, just to make the thrill seeking more interesting for us. So anyways, thanks for viewing this. Thanks for watching. And once again, we'd like to thank the property owners for letting us come up here and do our investigations all week long. I'm going to talk to the property owner's wife and see if maybe I can get her on camera tonight so she can talk to you guys. I'm going to go meet with her in about an hour. Try to get her up here so we can interview her and let her tell you about the area and what kind of happenings she had up here. All right, guys. Well, we'll see you later on tonight.